Welcome back, guys. We are going to be working on double crochets. So, did you guys finish your row? How is that going? You can always slow down the video, go back and watch it as many times as you want. It's very basic instructions. Today we're going to do the the double crochets. We did half double crochets last time. So, we're going to go ahead and work on the double crochets and let's get started. Okay, so you finish your row. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to turn our work. And I'm going to skip this first stitch here, and I'm going to work on this one. But you can work on that one if you like. This is just for an exercise to just get used to the stitch and to practice and learn it. So I should say learn and practice it. So in order to do the double crochet, we're going to loop our hook. We're going to go into the stitch. We're going to pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to grab some yarn, you're going to pull through 2. You have 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to grab more yarn and you're going to pull through the final 2. Okay, you know what? I'm going to undo this one and I'm going to work on that very first one just to make it a little tighter so you guys can see the difference. Loop your hook, go into the stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Grab some yarn, pull through 2. You got 2 loops on your hook. Grab more yarn, pull through 2. Okay. Once again, wrap your hook, go into the stitch, grab some yarn and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops again on your hook. Grab some yarn, pull through 2. Again, you still have 2 loops on your hook. Grab more yarn and pull through the final 2. Okay. Let me grab some more yarn here. Sorry, guys. All right. Loop your hook, go into the stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Grab some yarn, go through 2. And I think that's it. There you go. Grab more yarn, pull through the final 2. Loop your yarn, go into the stitch, pull up some yarn into a loop. You got 3 loops on your hook. Grab some yarn, pull through 2. Grab some yarn, pull through final 2. Okay. Loop your hook, go into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through 2. Loop your hook and into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through the final 2. Loop your stitch into the, look at me, loop your hook and into the stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through 2. Loop your hook into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a hook, listen to me, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through the final 2. Loop your hook into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through the final 2. Wrap your hook and into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through 2. wrap your hook and into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through the final 2. Wrap your hook and into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through 2. Loop your hook and into your stitch, grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through 2. I'll get my words right in a minute. Loop your hook and into the stitch. This will be the final stitch. Grab some yarn, pull up a loop, grab some yarn, pull through 2, grab some yarn, pull through 2. You see how this looks a little bit like it's inwards? That's because we skipped 1 stitch when we did the half double crochets. But this is just for practice, so it really doesn't make any difference. That is why on this one I decided to work on the first stitch so you guys can see the difference. So when you work on that very first stitch on the base of where your chain is, you will get a pretty square edge. If you skip that, you will work in. So when you're working a big piece, make sure that you always work on the stitch on the base of the chain. So I'll show you. This is just for sample purposes. We'll do this again. I'm not going to do all row of double crochets, but I just want to show you again. When you chain 3, if you want to keep your edge nice and straight, you want to always work on this first stitch. Okay? Whenever you're doing double crochets, single crochets, or even half double crochets. Okay? So that's just a little tidbit. But we'll continue to learn. And there are many patterns where they tell you to skip that first chain. There's other patterns where they tell you to please make sure you work on that very first chain. Depends on the pattern of what you're working on, the design of the stitch that you're using. It calls for different options. So it varies from project to project. So I just wanted to show you the difference between skipping and not skipping. As you see once again, in our last video, our last little tutorial, we skipped the first chain when we were doing the half double crochets. And so that created this little indentation, the work going in. On this one we didn't, so the actual end is pretty square. So just a little bit of information. Thank you guys again for joining me. Going to do a row of double crochets. Now that you know what to do, just continue working on your own time. Work on whatever you're working on and just complete the practice row that you have at home. And I will see you in the next video where we will look at the treble crochet. Once again, guys, congratulations. Keep on hooking, keep crocheting, and I will see you in our next episode. Bye.